Are you fed up with that happening to you? This is a tips video on cruisers and how to aim, and I'll go through a few bits and pieces that you may or may not know. Hope this video will help you. Thank you for watching. We'll start with the tips. Try not to go broadside or side on to a couple of battleships, or that's what happened before my dead ship. So there we go. I was spotted, and obviously got at least 2 citadels on that coming in, and then I decided to just go out and finish the match quickly. Always look around, make sure you're not being spotted. Obviously there's no indicator to say you've been spotted by a plane or by another ship, because obviously the eye symbol hasn't come up. Now I've just detected a ship, so I'm just keeping an eye on that and see what happens. Right, I've seen that battleship, so I'm going to keep an eye on that battleship. I've still not been detected, so I'm hiding behind the mountain, and obviously just see the cruiser pop up on the radar, and I've now been spotted. I'm going to have a quick couple of goes, and then I start trying to get out of there. I slow down to start with. There we are. Shots going front because I stopped and they expected me not to stop. But at the most, I've always put it in reverse. You can see on the bottom right hand corner. Got a couple of shots into me then, but no real damage. And then I'm trying to hide and back off behind this little island here. And then I've now seen the cruiser again, and it's coming out around the mountain. I'm going to line up on this cruiser as it comes round the corner, and then take aim. If you see the red arrow pointing to the map, it's 4.49 seconds. That's how long the shots will take to actually get to that cruiser. If you see the second red indicator, 8.25 kilometers, that's how far the cruiser is away. So obviously you need to aim in front of the cruiser. If you see the aim point where I've marked in blue, that's obviously where you're aiming when you fire your shots. As seconds to hit target is increased, you need to increase the aim point in front of the ship you're shooting at. And obviously battleships are the slowest, you obviously don't have to allow as much. Cruisers are faster, allow a bit more. Destroyers are a lot faster, you need to allow a lot more distance, and obviously as you go on you'll get better and better. That's the aim level that's come up in yellow, and that's where your shots for AP should land. I'm trying to obviously aim for the citadels, which is the bits underneath the guns are the easiest things to point out and shoot at. There we go. Now I've angled away from that cruiser because it's starting to fire back. So it's unlikely to hit my citadel as I shoot at it, but obviously I can't get a full broadside onto it because one of my guns doesn't line up. Now let's talk about the cruisers, and this one is a Nuremberg, and we're look. You can show in the diagram the citadel area between the 2 red marks, and obviously the armour is changing all the way through that, and obviously you've got a small amount of green band. And then we go to Pensacola. You can see the citadel on there. You can see it's a little bit different to the Nuremberg, and then we'll go on to the next ship. Then we move to the Leander, and as you can see from the picture, the citadel is much smaller and doesn't go under the guns, which is very unusual. So if you're not managing to get a hit or citadel, then it could be change your aim or change the HE. Moving on to the Byron, you've got the same sort of citadel area, but on top of that you've actually got the torpedo band that goes around the ship, which protects the ship from torpedoes, but it also obviously armours the rest of the ship as well. Now obviously I'm not seen by anything. As you see, the eyelet is gone, and I'm turning back into to access all my guns, and then aim again for the citadels, but aim a little bit towards me, and then I went into an island. But anyone can make mistakes. It goes broadside, and have another go, and there we go, citadel. But it's now targeting me. I then turn around to go away because I don't want to give it to my broadside. So now I've got back end towards it, but it's still got broadside towards me. But don't always go for the kill. I could have stayed there and hammered it out and probably may have got the kill, but I would have lost a lot of health. If you're a cruiser, go for damage by all means. Obviously destroyers first, then cruisers, then battleships. And I'll get wanged a little bit there because I went straight in front of a battleship, but again I turned away a little bit so I wasn't full broadside onto it. And now I'm running away, which, you know, is the smart move to do. Now I take a chance. Obviously that's individuals. I see a cruiser there, and I start turning to try and get broadside onto it, get all my guns firing at it. Again, level with it, aiming ahead. There we go, 2 citadels on that cruiser. It's again trying to get away.
Enemy cruiser sunk. Nice work.
Just with cruisers left, I have a go at this other cruiser behind the mountain. Someone else gets some damage. Let's try and finish it off. Getting shot at from another cruiser. Not too worried because I'm front on with that cruiser, so it won't do too much damage. Fire at this other cruiser, and someone else finishes off before my shots get there. In mind. Cruiser in front, now I focus. But obviously I'm just over half health and it's nearly full health, so I've got to be a little bit careful. I can't go broadside or anything like that on it. So I get front end on and just use my front guns, so I'm a little bit protected as I chase it through the mountains, and obviously watch out for torpedoes. Knowing what cruisers can fire torpedoes and how far they can shoot them is good basic information if you know it. Too close to do citadels, I think, at that range, but thinking about torpedoes, but changed my mind as it's on low health. Again, I think they're just going straight through. There we go. On a different game, cruiser versus battleship. Now, tactics are pretty much the same as far as you don't go side on a battleship or you get wiped out as of the beginning of the video. We're chasing down this battleship here, and obviously I'm using HE to try and set it alight, because obviously I probably won't be able to penetrate the armour, so I'm aiming just at the sort of middle of the ship, so the shots drop on the top of it and cause it to set alight. Well, different chance amounts on there, but there we go. I've got it alight once, I think, and there we go. I get a kill.
Cracking.
Conclusions. Don't always chase them kills. Think of survivability. So if you're there after you do 90% of damage, but you meant to survive and someone else takes the shot and kills that ship, then that's good. You can go on to the next, hurting another ship, and then obviously the team will then end up winning. Looking at the stats, I come top, but I think I done very, very good, but only 2 kills. Anyway, thanks for watching.
Watch it, like it, and share it. Thanks for watching. You could help me by hitting that sub button.